Welcome to this week's podcast. We are with Victoria Lawson, and she's going to describe to us. Well, let me back up. What we've done, as you all know, everything we do is to promote health. And for the longest time, I have been wanting to put a water system. Now, we have a water system from the folks over at Culligan, but it's a water filter, but it's not a water system. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk a little bit with Victoria about the system that I have paid for and brought in, and why is it so important? Obviously, you know, we do the amino acids, we do the omegas, and the multivitamins, but those only do so much in reference to the health of the overall well-being of an individual. And so what is the name of the water system exactly?
Yeah, so it's a company by the name of Enagic, and the water is trademarked as Kangen, Kangen, which is a Japanese word that translates to return to origin, return to original.
Okay. Is there a website for this company?
Yeah, there is a website. I have my website as well, so that we probably want to reference my website.
Well, I want them to reference how they can go look at does your website show the website for the company?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, it has all the certifications and all the...
She says her website because if you want to buy something, she wants you to go through her. Is this a multi-level marketing company?
Great question, Tony. Thank you. It is direct sales, which is a little bit different, actually. Yeah. Okay. Direct from manufacturer to the end user. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay, so tell us what the system does.
Yeah, so
wait. No, hold on a sec. I want you to talk a little bit about things that I already know. What's wrong with the water coming out of our faucets?
Yeah.
And then after we discuss what's wrong with the water coming out of our faucets, then let's talk about what the system does and what it does to alleviate the problems with the water that's coming out of our faucets.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so coming out of our faucet, I just talked about this in my class upstairs. Water in the States is federally regulated to be slightly alkaline. So we would think, oh, that's a good thing, right? Well, not exactly, because for them to accomplish that, they add chlorine and ammonia and lye, and as we know, all sorts of contaminants under the guise of not wanting to rust the pipes, right? But what about our pipes? So what's wrong with that is there's a lot of layers to it, Tony, right? So there's all the contaminants, that's the first layer. And now think about, for water to reach our home in this modern age, it's going through all these pipes, right? And it's all these like really hard turns, and it's basically in chaos. By the time it gets to us, there's no structure to it. It's just totally chaotic. So I love that you used the word system, because it truly is a system. And it's reorganizing, restructuring. That's one of the many things that this technology does.
Well, we also have fluoride.
True. Yep. In some areas, there's fluoride and all sorts of...
Actually, there's fluoride in every water system on the United States. Not just they put it in our water. Everybody, you think that fluoride is good for your teeth and your gums. It's actually, if you do some research, it's a decayant for your teeth and your gums, put together by people in the dental industry to let them make more money, because when your teeth aren't healthy and when you're not healthy, then the machine, as I refer to it, makes money. So this system that we're talking about downstairs, right? And just so you know, it's not cheap. It's expensive. But what price tag do you put on your health? What price tag do you put on the health of your family? You know, your children. I don't know if we can do that, if we can put a price tag on. So for me, it wasn't really difficult. Well, it was when I couldn't afford it, but now that I can, I did. And these folks that come through our doors, my staff and the patients, clients alone are alike. They're worth it. I'm worth it. This is water that I will be drinking with regularity. So what exactly does the system, I mean, I saw that there's a filter.
Yes,
right?
yes, yes.
Which is
So
looks like a regular, looks like a filter that you may have on your refrigerator or you might have in your. It's
yeah,
similar.
it's a little higher end than that.
Yeah.
So in the very basic terms, what it's doing, it's going to pull from your source water. So that could be tap water or even well water. Okay,
Either
whatever your
way.
source water
Yeah,
is.
yeah.
Okay. So we're going to pull from the source water. We're going to take out any contaminants
Do the
that are
filter that we just mentioned.
correct
Okay.
through the filter. Remove any
Let
contaminants.
me just stop you real quick. That
Mm-hmm.
filter, how many gallons does that filter do?
So the one under the sink is 3,000 gallons. The one in the machine is 1,500 gallons.
So let's talk about both of those filters. The one that's 3,000
Mm-hmm.
gallons, will the system tell me when that filter needs to be replaced?
No, so you guys are going to keep, and I talked with Maddie about this, you guys are going to keep track of that so it gets changed underneath every second time that the machine filter gets placed, right? Or changed is what I mean. So,
Wait,
yeah.
the machine filter. Oh, I see. Yeah, okay, yeah, yeah. So the machine filter is 1,500,
100. Yep,
and then the machine filter will tell me, "Hey, I'm ready to get changed."
correct. So it's the second
And
time
then the
that
second
you
time
change
we
that.
change, just there's like we take the top off. Is it a whole new thing or just a housing? They go,
Yeah. So you will turn the water off to,
obviously, yeah. I mean, I
right,
don't want water
clearly.
squirting everywhere.
Yeah. You're going to use that key that came with the pre-filter. It's sitting under the sink, and you're just gonna have a bucket under there to catch the water. You're gonna
Yeah.
open up that housing, pull out that filter, put a new one in, screw it
So
back on.
so the housing stays. We just change the filter that goes inside of the
Correct.
housing. Okay.
Yep, correct.
Okay. So then it filters the water 2 times to take out the contaminants.
Correct, right. And it's important to note that it leaves in the naturally occurring minerals, okay? Because that's where we have gotten a little off course with reverse osmosis, some of these other filtration other means of filtration. So that's really an integral part of it as well, is it's leaving in those naturally occurring minerals, okay?
Okay.
Okay. And so then comes from the source water, removes the contaminants, leaves the naturally occurring minerals, and then it activates the water. It activates the hydrogen that's in the water. And that is at the crux of why this is so beneficial. Activated molecular hydrogen. And now you have a medical grade hydrogen water system.
Okay. Better for the cells, correct?
Absolutely, right. So when we have water that has a negative charge, as this does, and it's restructured, it's going to get into our cells 6 times better than mere filtered or tap water, right? Unstructured dead water. The way that a customer said this, and I think this is beautiful, this is the way her mind connects it, is it's taking tap water or your source water. She called it cursed water. That's what she called it. And it's actually taking it and it's electromagnetically blessing it. That might be going a little too deep, right?
Yeah.
But on a more scientific level, because my background is in nursing, it is absolutely getting into the cells more readily. Within 60 seconds, it's crossing the blood-brain barrier and it's hydrating the brain like nothing else. And so then now you start to connect all these dots. When we're able to much more effectively flush toxins from the cells at the cellular level, okay?
Are you suggesting that this might take sort of a detox?
Absolutely.
Okay.
So the way that I call this, Tony, is you're getting a daily, gentle cellular cleansing. Because it's got to be a daily thing, right? We're constantly taking in toxins. You're just not going to get away from that.
So I haven't started drinking the water yet. I'm getting a total knee a week from today, actually. And my knee is really giving me fits right now. It's one of those things, like when you get a toothache, you can't get comfortable. I can't get comfortable, so I'm going to start drinking this water today. In fact,
We need to get you filled up right now.
Well, not at this moment, but I will. But it's going to be interesting to see, if I can tell the difference. I'm still going to get the surgery. There's no ifs, ands, or buts on
Yeah.
bone. But it's going to be interesting to see what this does for the inflammation that's in my knee because it's warm to the touch. So, this is why we do these things. I mean, to increase the ability for people to feel better, right? Which is why we do all the things we do at Beacon Recovery, the neurofeedback, the
Absolutely.
epigenetic testing, and a lot of the other things that we do here at Beacon. It's for an overall well-being, and I'm really thinking, and I'm
Yes.
excited. That's why you know, the the amino acids, the omega 3s, what we do here with these things, the multivitamins from Hardy's, the Zenzino omega 3s, it's the best of the best,
Yes.
right? And
Yes.
so if we're doing that, then stands to reason we should do the best of the best with the water. I don't know the exact numbers, but I
Absolutely.
think as human beings, we're probably 85%
Depends on the person. They say about 60 to 75. Yep. Depending
water,
on, yep, water,
liquid,
just water,
liquid.
right?
Our brain rests on liquid.
Our brains are 80+% water, and it is the one organ that does not store water. So we get to rehydrate it
Yeah, yeah,
constantly, right?
yeah. So it's going to be really interesting. I mean, we got this water system. I started to say the name of the company. I don't want those guys to get upset, but we've got.
Yeah, we do have to, yeah,
Did you
we
see it in
do
the
need.
hallway? You probably,
Oh,
yeah. That
no.
it's a
Oh, the water
it's
delivery.
well, it's not water delivery.
Oh, is it
It's
not?
no, it's
Oh, maybe I
it
didn't see them.
actually has water running to it. It runs through a filter of sorts,
Oh,
and it's got a little button where the water comes out cold, or another
yeah,
little button where the water comes out hot.
yeah.
And so I know that some of the folks here are going to be a little bit sideways because you push a button, hot water comes out.
Right.
But I've already have one. I'll probably get another one of those things you can pour water in.
That's what I do. Yep.
So now that
Yep.
was a question I've got for you. Oftentimes when you know certain things that has, let's say, the minerals, if this water, let's say we take this water out of the system and we boil it, does it kill the water?
Great question. I get that question a lot. It will change it slightly, right? Heating it will change the structure of it slightly,
Yeah,
although it's still going to retain some
retain.
some of its properties, right? Like if I had the choice to make coffee, tea, cook, whatever with the dead water versus living water, of course I'm going to do it with living water. Oh my gosh, it's a game changer with tea, coffee.
Yeah, yeah,
Oh, so much smoother, less acidic.
yeah.
Oh,
So notice the word
amazing.
living water is used because that's really what this is.
Yeah.
Sort of like if you take and boil water in a microwave. You can do an experiment, but make sure that the water if you're gonna do this, and you're gonna, water a plant with it, make sure it's a plant you really don't want to keep because it will kill the plant. Because when you boil the water in a microwave, it just isn't, and for those microwave manufacturers, I'm not trying to knock on you, but microwaving your food is very unhealthy. Microwaving things is not good. Right. So if you boil it in the
Correct.
microwave, you're actually you
You're
are
just
killing
can't.
everything.
Yep, you're killing
You're
everything.
killing everything.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
versus boiling it regularly. So we can still
Correct.
use this water for our coffee and whatnot.
Yes.
It's not gonna boiling it's not gonna remove,
No,
but
not like
it's not gonna
microwaving.
be as good. Like say for instance with vegetables, if you eat vegetables raw, you're gonna get the most out of it.
Correct.
If you flash steam them, you're going to be missing some of the stuff, but you're not going to be taking anything out. The same thing as when you boil this water.
Yes, similar.
Okay.
Yep, yep.
Um, okay. We're excited. The website. What is your website?
My website is Wealth with Grace, WELLTHWITHGRACE. So wealth. There's a little play on words there with the word well.
Yeah.
Wealthwithgrace.com.
Wealth
Yep.
with
Grace.com.
grace.com.
Yep.
Everything's lowercase.
Yep.
Now, when you go to wealthwithgrace.com, in there somewhere is information on the system that we just got through speaking. Now, this system there are different variations
There
of
are.
different types of systems. What's the one that I got? Because I think it's like the best of the
You
best, right?
did. Yes, you invested in the top of the line. Yeah, so there's different plates and different models.
Okay.
And because you invested in top of the line, you're going to get the highest amount of antioxidants straight
Okay.
out of the gate.
Yeah.
And it's going to hold that property for a little bit longer.
Okay. Well,
Yeah,
I mean, go big
and
or go home.
exactly.
Uh,
And now you guys can start getting into using the cleaning waters to, clean the clinic. And so that's less toxins that you, your staff, and your patients are exposed to. Because clearly, in a setting like this, they're dealing with a very large toxic overload, and
yeah. Yeah.
that's adding to, you know, the
Yeah.
imbalance, right?
So this system that we've got, I noticed that there's like 6 or 7
Yes.
things I can push, right?
Yes.
One of them is you're suggesting is to, put this in a spray bottle and use it to clean the surfaces better than, or just as better than maybe some sort of disinfectant.
It's better than, and it's not toxic. Okay, so this
Like-
technology started in Japanese hospitals 51 years ago. Okay.
You're suggesting to use this water, the clean section of this water, versus, do I dare say, I don't know, Formula 409 or, something.
So this water, this medical grade water, so this one's not a drinking water, this is a specialty water.
Right.
Okay. This is the reason why in Japan, it's a medical device because of this medical grade water. Okay. So this water has been tested in in many independent labs, so not by the company, independent labs,
Yeah.
okay, to kill over 100 organisms within 60 seconds, okay?
And it's not toxic.
And it's not toxic. I gargle with it every day. It's endorsed by many dentists
Yeah.
for killing bacteria in the mouth. I can use it topically for cuts, burns, scrapes. I mean, it's a whole thing, right?
Yeah.
So this, it's a medical grade water. It's actually been shown to kill more than bleach, more than hydrogen peroxide. Although I would not be, of course, gargling with bleach or putting that on my skin.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So we're kind of excited to bring this in. Now we've just got to, go through the process of.
Yep.
I've already called and actually put the word out. Let's get rid of that other system because I want to funnel
Okay.
people because they're gonna continue to use what they know. When it's gone,
Well-
they're gonna say, "Where do we get water?" We're gonna say, "Go around the corner and use that water over there."
Your patients who were in on my class, oh my gosh, they were so excited. There was one little gal, and I don't remember her name, and she goes, "Yeah, Tony's known about this for a while. I'm so glad that we finally have it here." She was asking
Yeah.
questions. She was super excited.
Yeah.
One of the guys, like, dumped out it was a bottled water or something. He's like, "I'm coming to get this water." I'm like, "Yes, please,"
Yeah. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be fun.
I think what we need to do, if I haven't already done so, is maybe order these pair of filters. I don't want to wait till it's over. So I think before you leave today, we'll get the information to
Yeah.
order those. I think order 2 of one, the one that's every
whatever-
15.
whatever
I think
you'd
I'll
like.
get 2 of those and then one of the others. Is that associated typically with the number of gallons?
Yeah, the filters.
It's- oh yeah, you said that right. It's 1,500 and 3,000.
3,000.
Yeah, so duh. Okay. Anything else you'd like to share?
Like I shared in the class, I mean, so much gratitude and respect and admiration for you, Tony. I mean, really,
No,
for
it's not
bringing
me.
this in. It's going to elevate everything. I talked in my class about,
When she keeps saying her class,
he skipped my class.
he has a job to do. I didn't skip it. I already know a lot of the things she's talking
Skipped
about.
my class.
But she had a class here at Beacon where a lot of the
Mm-hmm.
staff and a lot of the patients were in
Mm-hmm.
getting an education, right? I didn't skip it. I have a business to run. However, the class she's referring to, she was giving information, a lot of which I already have, which is why I didn't go, because I already know
Yeah.
these things, a lot of these things. Because, I think the first time you and I spoke about this water system was probably,
2018,
it's
2019.
been a few minutes.
Yeah, it's been a
Yeah,
few
there
few
in
days.
Idaho, I
Yeah.
believe. Yeah.
Yeah, so and I'll probably share with you a couple of the slides I made specifically for
Yeah.
this clinic and this presentation. That's something that's really important to know as well, is that this is a technology that's heavily steeped in science. Okay, the real science. And I flashed up on the screen scientific studies talking about how it affects our brain, the neurological disorders, like all these things, how the water is neuroprotective. It's literally protecting our brain.
Yeah.
And I drew all those correlations between what your patients are, dealing with here with addiction, recovery, all of that, the toxic overload, the neurological part of it. When we have a healthier gut microbiome, what happens? We decrease cortisol and we increase the happy hormones, right? So all of it helps. It's really all
Yeah.
encompassing for mind, body,
I
spirit.
think it's going to be a
Yeah.
real good fit with the aminos and the omegas.
Yes.
So we're gonna, see. We do a questionnaire,
Okay.
and so I think what we're gonna do is see what happens on the next questionnaire after they drink. You've said that people can recognize these differences within minutes of drinking the water, right?
Some yes, some no. It's a different,
Yeah.
everybody's at a different level of inflammation and toxicity.
Yeah.
So again, nothing's like flipping a light switch,
Yeah, yeah.
right?
We'll
So it's
see.
going to be
Yeah.
how much are they drinking? How long have they been,
Yeah.
right, drinking?
Okay.
But, yeah, it's definitely going to elevate everything, the supplements and all of that.
We'll make sure to give you reports.
I'm going to
So,
be asking.
thank you for
Cool.
coming in. She had to
Thank you.
drive, or she got to drive. I think it's from Boise.
Boise.
Yeah, it's like a
Yeah.
what's 5 hour drive.
It's about 4 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. So she drove to educate our staff in the class that I, skipped. Right.
Yes.
So yes, thank you for coming in.
Thank you for having me, Tony.
and
And,
then-
I really want to say before we close this out that clearly you were on the cutting, leading edge, okay? And what I mean is that this is what we are seeing and experiencing now is business owners such as yourself that care so deeply to make these investments, right? They are proudly standing up and saying, only the best for my staff,
Yeah.
only the best for my clients. And you have absolutely done that. So I just want to say how grateful I am. And
Yeah.
I look forward to, all of these collaborations.
Well, it's going to be a fun ride.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Tony.